Hello everyone, welcome back to more Magic the Gathering Arena playing Premier Draft Neon Dynasty. At the time of this recording, this is still available for a couple of days before they turn it off for Phyrexia All Will Be One, which I don't think I'm going to play in Premier Draft, and I don't think there's any good quick drafts going on. It's probably just more bro. So there'll be another gap in Magic videos for who knows how long. Actually, maybe it's Midnight Hunt coming up in quick draft, which is not horrible. Search Hacker Mech is good. Blue-green land's okay. This black card is pretty good. I think we're meant to take the Search Hacker Mech here, though. It's just, like, pretty solid. This is not my favorite first pick. There are better cards, but it's alright. You know, it's removal that eventually... Well, it's small removal for 4, which is not particularly efficient. But if you have a few creatures, it's also a 5/5 menace, which is quite nice. The best stuff we're passing here is in black and white, so those are colors we should lightly avoid in the next packs if possible, but we should not be too concerned about, like, you know, if someone passes us a great black card, we should take it. Twisted Embrace is a pretty great black card. I mean, I'm not taking it because it's black. It's just like it's the best card, and I happened to mention, oh, if there were a good black card, we should take it. Virus Beetle also quite good. And a little bit less color committal. But I'll take the Twisted Embrace, I think. If you can combine this with like some geothermal commies or something, it's very strong. Because you get to play this over and over. You know, likewise, Gloom Shrieker can pick it back up from the graveyard, perhaps. And then you commie the Gloom Shrieker. That's like, I don't know exactly what the green-black theme is. I guess it's like kind of graveyard stuff, but also just grindy value. Come on, buddy. Are you new to these cards? Let's go. Obviously, take all the time you need. The Black Shrine is not my favorite. I think I'd rather have Modern Age. We've been past a number of solid blue cards in the last 2 packs, I think. Like, well, there was an Acquisition Octopus in the last pack, right? And it's okay. But I'd rather have a Vector Glider. It's just so good in every blue deck, and this, like... It's really good if you can get it to connect, but a lot of the time you can't. Whereas Vector Glider is just good. Chainflail Centipede is okay, you know, the Shrine's okay, the Flyer's okay, but I'm not going to just, like, take okay black cards when there's a good blue card available and I don't yet know what colors I should be in. We haven't seen, like, anything good in green or red, have we? I mean, there's, like, Web Spinner Cuff, I guess, in green. In pack 2. Probably just a Terrarium here. Imperial Oath, it's a very good white card and it's easy to splash. But this fits in anything. Green-white land also seems a little crazy when we have blue and black right now, but you never know. This just does so much. The fact that no one's taken it. This is like the first good white card we've seen. I think there might have just been 2 good white cards in this pack, and somebody took the other one. I'm going to grab a Terrarium. Fits in anything. The Geothermal Kami. There's also Kumano Faces Kakazan if we wanted to be in red-black or red anything. But I think we take the Kami here. It just works so well with Twisted Embrace and maybe with Modern Age. Tameo's Completion is fine, you know. Another Twisted Embrace. Wow, Rabbit Battery? It's kind of surprising. So black looks fairly open, even though you've only taken these 2 cards. They're pretty good. And there have been a number of black cards going by. They just haven't been the ones that I'm excited to take. I mean, another Modern Age is something, but I think I'd rather have the land. Because I don't know if I'm going to want to be getting a bunch of blue. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather take a good green card, and Careful Cultivation's okay, I guess. But nothing incredible. I'm just going to take some mana fixing to make it easier to potentially run these 3 colors. Okay, Haven looks great, better than any of this other stuff. Centipede would be okay. I haven't really settled into any colors, huh? I have 1 blue card, the same black card twice, and 1 green card, and the rest is colorless and lands. We'll figure it out, though. Just take this rogue to make treasure, maybe? Lethal Exploit is, I don't know, it's removal. I should probably take it. And we do have ways to modify creatures with Twisted Embrace and Terrarium. We could take the crab. I think that's probably better than either of these things. I don't really want to end up in blue-black. But that seems to be the direction we're being pushed a little bit. I don't like Trespassers very much, but everything else is pretty bad. Shrine Steward actually should be good with the 2 Twisted Embraces. So I don't know, maybe this Geothermal Kami thing is not panning out, and we're going to be playing a weird blue-black deck with no ninjas. Don't like that. These are both not very good. I guess I'm taking the Shakedown? Satoru, okay, it's a ninja card. What else could I take here? Completion? I mean, Satoru is pretty strong. And we seem to be in blue-black whether we like it or not. It's another Kami if we wanted to try that, but I guess we should be committing more to the blue-black ideals of ninjas and stuff. It looks like the Kami's gonna go. I mean, potentially I could splash it, right? I have Haven and Terrarium, and the value proposition on doing that is very high if it works. Dockside Chef's great. Another Modern Age is good. Another Terrarium would be okay. I think I need another Modern Age, actually. It's a flyer that, you know, helps activate ninjutsu stuff. Dockside Chef is more of a value thing, and that's going to be a little bit harder to do in the ninja deck, I think. You're Already Dead, I guess, is fine for ninjas. It makes the Network Disruptor a lot stronger. The other choice would be like Mnemonic Sphere, which sucks. So I guess I'll take this and try not to run it. Shrine Steward's still good, but I guess we take a Clawing Torment and we're building a ninja deck? I don't like it. Because I don't have any of the, like, cornerstone ninjas that you would want. Hopefully this is the pack I get them in. Right, I want some Moonsnare Specialists. I want some Moon Circuit Hackers. Those are the main ones. Okay, another Shrine Steward, I guess? It's maybe I'm wrong to be taking Shrine Stewards at all. It's a very... slow value card, which this deck can't really necessarily make any use of. Yeah. I mean, even Lethal Exploit is not so good when you want to be ninjutsuing stuff. None of your creatures stand still long enough to attach auras to them. So, like, let's say I cut those. I don't really want the shakedown either. Okay, another You Already Dead is fine, I guess. Can I take a third? That's so many. But everything else here is pretty horrible. I don't know. Death to Kami, it's nice to diversify my removal spells, I guess. Probably should have taken the land to more clearly pass the signal that I don't want green. Not a big deal, I imagine. Nobody really cares about Heir of the Ancient Fang. I don't see myself using this for much of anything. It's a big finisher, I guess. Let's just take cards. I already have one Grafted Growth, don't I? There's no way I'm taking two. Okay, so there's another Modern Age if we wanted it. There's another Twisted Embrace if we want it, and that's about it for this pack. I guess that's not true. We could take a Reckoner's Bargain. But I'm taking another Modern Age. They're quite good. So is Twisted Embrace, but I think 2 is enough in this deck, whereas I would take 5 Modern Ages probably. Gloom Shrieker. But also Moonsnare Specialist. I mean, we have a couple of ways we could splash stuff. Kami and Gloom Shrieker is an insane like win condition, right? Together with Twisted Embrace. I think it's worth taking that over a pretty decent ninja. Also with Satoru, I mean, with ninjas, it's easier to pick Gloom Shrieker back up. The Menace makes it activate ninjas. I think it's worth a try. Where's my... oh, it's up here. Network Disruptor is great. Oh, I just haven't cut the Kami yet. Okay, that's why I can't find it. Kotose, all right. I mean, it's a powerful effect. I don't know if I need that, though. I'm probably supposed to just take a green-black land. Or maybe a Clawing Torment. No, there's not that much green in my deck. Let's take something that could potentially like do a lot. I don't know. This is an example of me not being good at deck building. Is that I think it should be very clear to me which of those is better, and I still don't know. Life of Toshiro, very good. Better even than Dockside Chef, I'm fairly sure. We love Virus Beetle, more even than Gravelighter, which is mediocre. Clawing Torment to turn off more of their blockers, okay. We're starting to get some tempo tools, which is nice. Short Circuit's okay, but I don't think I want it. Reckoner's Bargain is okay, and maybe I can want it. I already have some Moonsnare prototypes, don't I? Yeah. I don't want them anyway. It's the Reckoner's Bargain, even though I'm sure I'm not running 2 of them. How did you get in this pile? I guess it was already in this pile somehow, but usually when you drag stuff from here to a specific pile, it just ignores what pile you put it in and sorts it by mana cost. Did they change that recently? Koi, I guess? Or Counterspell? How am I for artifacts? 7. So I have some, which both of these like. I don't really need more 4s, I don't think. I don't think I need a Counterspell either, but I'd prefer to speculate in that direction for whatever reason. Another Network Disruptor or a Moonfolk Puzzle Maker. I think we just want as many Network Disruptors as we can get. So, the thing is, like, let's look at our mana base. Obviously, we have to make several cuts. And one thing that is very obviously on the chopping block is the like Gloom Shrieker, Kami, Twisted Embrace package. Twisted Embrace is a good card by itself, although I don't think it's especially good in a ninja deck. So, I mean, it's probably still fine, but it's worse. So, I mean, okay, we don't need 2 Bargainers, I don't think. Or Bargains, I should say. Really don't think I want the Disruption Protocol for much of anything. All this stuff seems fine. So I want to evaluate the mana base. Like, how are we doing? Wait. Oh, I see. This is different art? I mean, this I understand because these are the Brothers War art lands. And so they're the default fill while like Brothers War is the current premier format. Or most recent format or whatever. But these are 2 different Kamigawa lands. This is the one I associate with Kamigawa. This one, I don't recognize this. I guess I must have drafted it somehow? Huh. It's nice. Yeah, let's just cut all of these. So now that makes it easier to evaluate the mana base, right? I have 6 and 6 and 1 and 1. So I have 8 each of blue and black, which is fine. It would be better to have 9. But 8 is like kind of on the border of what's acceptable. Which means we could run as many as like four green sources for these green cards. So I think we could run them if they're worth it. And I think they're pretty reasonable. The whole Kotose thing, like, I don't know. Surge Hacker Mech, I guess, never really turned into much of anything. It's like 4 mana, deal 2 damage. Is it ever going to crew anything? Like, get crewed? Probably not. I think I have to cut it. It's not a card that you're excited to ninja because it's just, like, so expensive to replay. And I don't have any, like, Death Touch tricks for it or something like that, which is nice for Menace creatures. I wound up with very few ninjas. I guess. It's basically just Satoru who can ninjutsu things. It's a little sad. But I guess we're still going to try the same basic idea of... I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I should stop thinking of this as a ninja deck. It is blue-black. Oh, here's my ninja. I do have one. It is blue-black, and the blue-black theme is ninjas. But this is not really a ninjas deck. It's trying to be, like, Dimir Control, right? So maybe from that point of view, things like Clawing Torment are a lot worse. The network disruptors are fine. They can chip in, and we do have ninjas to activate them with. But I guess what I'm trying to do is get to the point. Also, You Are Already Dead works well with these. I guess I'm trying to get to the point where Twisted Embrace, Kami, and Gloomshrieker can start winning the game. And I should be building things in that direction, not just saying it's blue-black, so I should put ninja cards in it. I don't have the ninja cards to do that. And so putting in stuff like Shrine Steward actually makes a lot of sense to me, because that's like picking up my win condition, kind of. And like the Shadow Walker kind of sucks. The Crab's fine. And, you know, do I want a counterspell? I don't think so. I have very little reason to hold up mana, and so I can't, like, if I hold up mana for counterspell, it's basically mana I'm not spending this turn unless I counterspell. Whereas if you have stuff like instant speed draw, you can hold up counterspell mana, and then if they don't do anything important, you just draw, and you did something useful with the mana. So, given all of that, maybe I don't need 3 network disruptors. I still want 3 Modern Ages, obviously. Debt to the Kami? Oh yeah, that's not very good, huh? It's good sometimes. But I don't think it's really helping us in any of the matches we're having trouble with. Because I won't be able to make opponent have just like one important creature and destroy it very often, I don't think. Crab is a counterspell that at least is also a potential creature. And a big one, so it's like a top end for the control deck. I guess this is what I'm going to do. It's a little weird to have a, like, quote, control deck with an average mana cost of only... I don't know, I guess 3 is pretty normal and 2.8 is not much lower. But we have... I think cutting a land here would be wrong. We have a lot of draw-ish effects with like Gloomshrieker, Shrine Steward, and so on. Kami. A lot of ways to spend all this mana. I think this is what I'm going to run. The No Ninjas Dimir deck. My main removal spell is You Are Already Dead. Excuse me? Wild West Steve 777. It just looks like a big old blur of numbers to me, but eventually I figured it out. This is fine. I have Disruptor into 2 Modern Ages. We should be able to find some swamps eventually. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna not see this for a while. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm getting rid of a black card. It should be the bad one, right? I need more mana. So I think pitching an island is a bad idea, even though the mana I want is black. An island is still useful to let me keep curving out into stuff like Kami. Frog. Okay, I don't need this many forests. Really, 1 is plenty. Shrine Steward is good. I guess You're Already Dead is looking pretty bad right now. I'm glad we've gotten so much filtering from these cards, because it's been a lot of work to get enough lands to play. I guess I pitched a forest, which seems sort of bad. But that was when I still had the island in hand, and figure I'll get enough lands eventually. But I do have I've pitched 2 pretty useless spells. This is why Modern Age is great. The decision to include forests in the deck is looking bad right now. But, you know, I also do have a pretty cool green card that I could hope to play soon. Maybe I should have pitched the Shrine Steward, because, like, is picking up Twisted Embrace very good right now? It seems like no. They're blue-white. I don't have any black mana. Maybe I'm supposed to dump this. Yeah, why not? Let's keep digging. I don't know, I guess on the other hand, I threw away my colorless card to keep 2 black cards that I can't play right now. But a 3/2 that fetches an unplayable card from your hand is not that great. I'd rather, like, cross my fingers and hope I find some swamps. What a good card. We both agree that you should play a lot of Modern Ages in your deck. Which one is this? This is Cruise Other Vehicles. Okay. Found one. They might be willing to block here because they're afraid of ninjas. And that's what I was hoping for. Because now I can kill it. This Virus Beetle is looking sort of bad. Because they have so many cards, they're going to have some they don't mind getting rid of. I might be discarding it to the Modern Age, depending on what else we draw. Basically, if we draw almost any other spell, I think I'm pitching this. Oh my god, Modern Age number 3. Incredible. Now their hand is a lot smaller, and it seems to be non-lands. I might very well just play the Virus Beetle here. By the way, why did you play this? Let's swing all. There's no reason to put that off, I don't think. They would have played a 5th land if they had one, so I think these are all 3 good spells that they've chosen to keep while discarding other stuff to Modern Age. So I think this Virus Beetle is actually pretty upsetting for them, probably. Well, okay, I don't know about that, but sure. They're trying to play blue-white vehicles, which is not really a deck. Oh, I could blow this up now, huh? Make use of the mana while I have it? I don't have any reason to want stuff. Like, to want this artifact still on the board. I guess making this a 5/4 is pretty cool. Making this a flying 3/4 is also nice, but this, I think, will be able to crew pretty easily, so I thought a 5/4 should do a decent job at overwhelming any blockers they can put together. Another mobilizer mech. Wow. If you have a lot of those, they can activate each other. Oh, no, they can't. Because one is when it becomes crewed. When A becomes... Oh, my God. Really? What? Wow. That's something, all right. I really hope they get to activate this, because it looks awful. Let's see. Although, if I attack with a 5/4, I do get punished, right? Because they double block with these guys. They crew up. They crew the mobilizer mech with these two, and it activates the mech titan core, and then the double block trades this for the mobilizer mech. Maybe that would be fine. So, Twisted Embrace destroys a creature, right? Creature or planeswalker. I mean, I think they might be what if I just attack with everything, actually? Hang on. I guess these little guys don't contribute very much. But, like, what if I did that? This is threatening 9 damage. They have to block something or they're dead. The only way they can kill the Kami is if they crew up everything and double block. They still take 4. The Kami trades for the mobilizer mech. I think I'd be fine with that. What else could they do? I don't know, nothing very good, I don't think. Let's just go for it. Ooh, they didn't crew. Wow. They're in Chumptown then. You could probably kill the Virus Beetle, right? Okay, I mean, I get in for 7 that way. That seems bad for you. And this, now you can't crew anything? Maybe you can if you... Alright, this is going to appear, sure. So here, I traded my Network Disruptor for 3 damage, which seems very reasonable. By attacking with all instead of just the Kami. I also kept them from having the double block on the Kami, which probably seems good. Now, Twisted Embrace is a little bit weak when they have vehicles, because they can respond to you destroying it with using it to crew something. I'd like to destroy their lifelinker. Oh, wow. Okay. And probably make one of these a 3/4? They'll respond by crewing all their stuff, but if they do, they have to tap a bunch of their flyer. Oh, wow, really? No crew? I think you probably just lose? You only have 2 blockers no matter what you do. That's very dead. Alright, I'll take it. let's see if there are any dailies I forgot to reroll. I always think of this as the end of the game instead of the beginning, which would obviously be the right time to do it. Cast black spells, blue spells. No reds and whites, please. Okay, blue and black, my favorite. Well, I mean, it wasn't exactly the case that Gloomshrieker, Kami, Twisted Embrace won the game. We just kind of tempoed them out with very little tempo. And then at the end, we had some Twisted Embraces to kill them, but that wasn't really like what won. This seems like a good hand. I have all the mana I could need. It's a little bit slow, because I can't play the Network Disruptor on one, but it's fine. And presumably I want this to be a forest. I don't need a second island or a third swamp. Fourth swamp. Red, green over there. Okay, so big stompy dudes. Arc Maker. It's a big card. I probably just exploit it, right? Maybe I can get away with Terrarium first and then exploiting later? But if they equip it, if they manage to equip it to a creature, no, they're not going to. The thing is, if I lethal exploit next turn, I won't necessarily be able to Life of Toshiro. Yeah, I will. Okay, that seems fine. So you can hit me if you want, I guess. Or I could have held this back and used You're Already Dead? Doesn't seem very reasonable. The main risk, I guess, is that they actually make this so big that I can't easily kill it. But, like, why would they do that? I guess they're doing it. Okay. Cool. So we're going to have to use You're Already Dead instead. We don't want the Gloomshrieker yet. Life of Toshiro just to gain life feels a little weak. So I'll say, I guess You're Already Dead, and I'm holding open Lethal Exploit for something else that happens on their turn. Here's hoping I block, and then they, like, channel a boar to give this trample. No, I guess that doesn't work. It would actually hit me. Yeah. I mean, maybe I want that to happen anyway, but it wouldn't, like, result in their boar getting wasted. It would do a bunch of damage. Ah! This is very, very bad. Ah, help! Okay. Suddenly, I am in imminent risk of death. They're probably not going to sack this. We have that going for us. my god. Wow. They're just, they have one big creature. It's like Red Green's dream, I guess. Oh, I could have played that. I forgot this only costs 1. Oops. That actually would have been way better than not playing it. Holy cow, I'm bad. I was saving 2 mana on purpose. But my plan is to only spend 1 of it. And I just thought I needed 2. Because now, if they remove the Gloomshrieker, I'm basically dead. Okay, that's fine. Whereas if I had played this, I could survive them removing the Gloomshrieker, right? Now I think they're going to bore this, actually, and that's how they're going to kill me. Or maybe not. Maybe they just want to force me to lose the Gloomshrieker, I guess. I was going to do that anyway. Okay, I mean, that worked. I have a lot of card advantage, so if that's how the game were being scored, I'd be pretty happy. Give me the life gain, please. You want to use this to kill, like, 1 toughness creatures, but I need the life, and also red-green tends to run some pretty large creatures. So this is less useful than usual. This means I can't lethal exploit next turn, but it means when I do lethal exploit, it can actually do something. -3/-3 is a lot better than -2/-2 against red-green, I think. And certainly, like, if I need to spend 2 of these to kill a giant creature, 6/6 is a lot better than 4/4, of course. I'm not too worried about them hasting me. I think I care more about my life total than theirs, right? This is basically saying do 2 damage. This is saying gain 2 life, so I'll gain the life. There are hasters in the format, but like I say, I need to start pressuring them a little. You know, if they had a haster, they probably would have played it this turn. So I'll just deal the damage. Okay, so that kills the 2/2, but not the 1/1. Because it's an artifact. Which is good for them, obviously. I'm going to hang on to these in case I draw Modern Age. There are 3 of them in the deck, after all. Okay, Visitor's a little annoying. When you cast an enchantment spell. Okay, we definitely don't... I mean, this can resolve. That's... Well, I don't know. I guess I'd rather it didn't. But this, obviously, we cannot allow to resolve. So I might as well shrink the creature before it gets the counter, just in case they have some trick. Tameo safekeeping, I'll do it again. Okay. sad draws, but I'm still keeping them all. I don't need the mana for anything. And I do need cards in my hand. And we've kind of stabilized here, right? I have the board. I have a removal spell. My life total is not disastrously low. I suspect they may have Tamiyo's safekeeping because they were thinking about what to do. It's a problem? Well, not quite. I can Lethal Exploit and then block, and this will be a 2-1 and it'll be killed by Toshiro. Nice. Let's tap the green. No, I have plenty of black. This is fine. But for this, I will tap green and blue, because I have forests in hand if I need them. Although I don't want to play them, I guess? Well, the thing is, like, once I spent 2 mana, what could I draw that would want me to spend 2 more? Nothing, right? Only Gloomshrieker is green, so this is correct. Not that it matters, I don't... Okay, thank God. There's the Modern Age I was looking for. Do I play it now? I guess so. It means that I won't have a combat trick when they attack with this thing. But I really want to get started on drawing. I think I can afford to take 4. It's a little scary. Maybe I could have afforded to play one of these lands earlier. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Toshiro taps for black. So I can still Lethal Exploit if I want. If I play a land. Let's do that. I could imagine a universe where I need 2 green mana if I can play, like... No, because my only 1 green card is in exile. There's no way I could play the other one twice. So let's put out another swamp. I could get combat tricked here, and like that would be sad, but this is worth a try. If they use up their Tamiyo safekeeping, killing Toshiro and Lethal Exploit, I think that's actually fine. It 2-for-1s me. But I don't need card advantage anymore. Voltage Surge. Oh, okay. That's way better for me than safekeeping would have been. Because they, with safekeeping, they would have kept the Kami and killed Toshiro. This way, they lost the Kami but killed Toshiro. I can Twisted Embrace that, but I really don't care at all about it, so I don't think I will. I'll try this block. If it goes wrong, I've still got Reckoner's Bargain. There's 2 more Modern Ages, but I could actually end up needing quite a lot of mana. I'll spend 1 more land here, or play 1 more land. Love seeing them play nothing. Or empty their hand, so I know they're going to play nothing, rather. You know what? I missed lethal. It's a little embarrassing. Twisted Embrace would up my total damage to 9 and kill their only blocker, so that was a misplay. And I know they're tapped out, so it would have worked. Oh well, we'll just win anyway, I guess. If this is some board clear, I'm very sad, but I don't think there really is one. Okay, well, you are already dead. Won that game all by itself. Because they committed everything to that one giant, whatever it's called, helm or something. It's not Helm of the Host, it's some other helm, right? In Neo Mana Red, isn't there like a helm or something? Ogre Head Helm, yes. Okay, and I think I can afford to make this green. I think I can pitch a land, probably, because I have so much draw, I'll hit one more. Okay. Might be time to let go of You Are Already Dead. But I get several more draws before I have to play something that costs 4, and even then I don't necessarily have to. Yeah, let's maximum greed, I guess. Okay, let's keep pitching lands. It's working. I'll play this one, though. Look how good Modern Age is. It's drawn 3 cards, sort of. You know, I had to pitch 3 lands, but... There you go. Easy. I drew a 4th land. And I don't even need it this turn. I could pitch it again. Which I will, because I can play this one. Nice. And I'll just exploit this right away before they do anything spooky to me. Also before they untap. Probably pick back up a Modern Age, right? This does not combo here, right? It wasn't dealt damage, it was just made smaller if I played Toshiro, so... Actually, maybe I don't pick anything up. Maybe having a 2/3 is pretty cool, actually. 2/3 flyer. I don't need much more card filtering. I like all these cards. Yeah, let's say no. Bant, my favorite colors in this format. Just very long value games. Oh, my 4/3. Well, at least, what's this guy's name? At least Tameshi can't get in. I guess we play this just to do some damage. It's not incredible or anything. But I'd like to keep developing stuff. I don't they're gonna ninja stuff, let's just full swing. And if they ninja Tameshi, I'm probably happy. Oh my gosh, they're just gonna suit him up. Wow. I guess I also could have held up mana for Crab instead of playing Toshiro. That might have been a better approach. I want 2 damage, please. Yum, yum, yum. Give me my removal, please. Okay. Go ahead, I guess. I don't know, Moonsark Attacker maybe? Suit up. Wow. They're really looking for answers. I feel like you would be way better served using that on blocks, but what do I know? No, I have 3 blacks, so I could Twisted Embrace and still You're Already Dead if something weird happens. I'm not sure that's what I want to do. It's pretty committal, but I could get in for 6 damage. Let's not do that. Let's like Virus Beetle and then have the Crab available. I think playing Virus Beetle first is bad, so let's just full swing here. If they block with Lord Kanda, they're obviously going to be happy to do that. It's going to get them a card, but it gets this out of my way, so I'm going to go for it. This is the best value Lord Kanda's ever gotten. He actually exiled something that cost 4 or more, and then he's also drawing a card and stopping 3 damage. He's just never that good. No thanks. You should have done this before blocking, probably, right? They probably still want to block. Oh, I guess Virus Beetle first makes a little sense because of the draw from Lord Kanda. I was thinking, you know, whatever card is good for them to play in combat, they're going to keep when I Virus Beetle if I do it pre-combat. So there's no point doing it pre-combat. But the fact that they drew off Lord Kanda, maybe all 3 of these cards are great, or the 2 they had at the time are great, and Lord Kanda gave them the island to discard. For that reason, Virus Beetle first would have avoided that problem. Let's pump up the Beetle and kill Tameshi so that every block if they block with anything, they lose a creature, I guess. And this also minimizes the risk of them like removing the Beetle. Like, obviously they can remove the Beetle, but I won't be as devastated as if I tried to target removal here and then they remove this, right? Oh, also this is lethal, because all my creatures are size 2 or larger. So if they have to let 3 in, they die. Yes, that's another reason the Beetle was the best thing to target. Sure, good match. Why not? It's always fun to stomp on the Bant Buddies. Oh, I should change the deck art. I don't even run Surge Hacker Mech, do I? What is this deck? It is a Modern Age deck. There you go. Is there something I should change? Like, should I take out the network disruptors, which are not especially good, and put in something else? Right? Like, I don't have anything that wants network disruptors to exist. You're already dead. They work well with that. But, like, so does everything. It's just nice to have a little early tempo is the only reason to run this. And the flying damage is okay. But, like, maybe I could run a disruption protocol or something instead of one of them. And, like, maybe another Reckoner's Bargain instead of the other. I like draw a lot. Sure, let's do that. So, I mean, I know we're 3-0, and so, like, why would you change the deck? But the results that you get are a very loose proxy for the strength of the deck. Randomness makes a big difference. And the results you get can make you think more clearly about, oh, you know, actually, this card isn't so good in the deck. Often that happens when you lose. You're like, oh, well, this card sucked. Is it always going to suck? And then you think about it and you're like, yeah, it's always going to suck. Here, I don't know. I feel like my network disruptors have actually been okay, but I think that's sort of lucky. They shouldn't be. Can't pronounce that name. You're not going to get me to try. Ew. This is not a good hand. Mulligan me, please. This is a very slow hand, but it has all my colors and the Modern Age. So, like, I think that's pretty good. And I think we put back Kotose, because it actually costs 5, and this costs 4, and might, in some universe, allow me to get out the crab for 4 as well. Ooh, I don't have a very good hand against ninjas. Okay, maybe they're just running everything. Reckoner's Bargain looks very bad right now. Kami's great. And I want all these lands. You know, if this were a network disruptor, it would be better. Although I think discarding would still be pretty reasonable. Well, maybe not. Maybe I would play it because... No, because I want to play Satoru this turn, and... I don't really need another island, I don't think. I guess, yeah. I mean, he has a ninjutsu cost of 4, but... No, he doesn't. Only when he's in play does he have ninjutsu. It says at the bottom, ninjutsu whatever, but that's not the actual ninjutsu ability. It's an ability while this is in play, giving ninjutsu 2 cards in your hand. They're actually going to let me untap with this on the board. That's pretty cool. So, whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, which will happen even when he's on the board, even if it's him I'm activating. So, I could swing here and ninjutsu something out, which seems kind of cool. I guess they might still kill him before I can activate ninjutsu. We'll see, I guess. Okay, I mean, Big Crab Daddy is coming, I guess. Oh, no, it doesn't trigger when you... Because you have to pay the cost before the spell or the ability goes on the stack. So he's in your hand by that point. Okay, well, that would have been nice. But I got a crab down really early. I'm happy with that. I don't know what this deck is doing. Is it trying to be the vehicles deck? That's not really a deck, as we discussed previously. I mean, this threatens lethal. So you do have to do something. Wow. That's something, all right. Okay. I don't know, maybe I should have played this so I could lethal exploit on their turn, but... I don't know. Maybe that is something I should be playing around. Farewell. You know, you don't see it that often in bot drafts because the bots snap it up instantly, and I sort of forgot about it. You know, how could I lose? Farewell would be one answer to that question. And I should therefore consider like what to do in case of farewell. Maybe don't play out Satoru, for example. Then I'd be in much better shape. Do you have any creatures to activate all this stuff? Yes. So here's an example of why having played the land would have been helpful. Because now, if I try to blow this up, they can crew something. Whereas if I'd done it on my turn, I could stop them crewing anything. Well, they could crew it on their turn, but who cares? If I don't know. They can block with one of these, I guess. I mean, I guess I still go for it. And I guess when they block, I can then lethal exploit the thing they're blocking with as well. So that's kind of cute. But if they have any creatures, they're going to get to start to do some cool stuff. And this is all happening to me because I didn't play around Farewell. Yeah, now you can... Well, okay, I thought you might use that to kill my 4-3, but I guess you want to get in 5 damage? Seems a little greedy. 6 damage. Ah, they both have the ability. Or I guess they can kill this another way somehow? Yeah, okay, I'm in a lot of trouble. Ha ha ha. I guess in fairness, in human drafts, people also snap this up very regularly. But if they're not in white, it's a lot harder. Whereas I think the bots just... It seems like they always take the mythic, no matter what their deck is. Which is not that far off from a good strategy. Okay, yeah, I'm looking pretty dead here. Virus Beetle, does not save me. I'm still dead. Because they get in 6 flying damage and the knife. Yeah, mismanaged my resources there. I was playing against the red-green deck, and I said they don't have any board clears, which is true, I think. But the white decks do. Is there anything that I'm missing in red? I know green's best board clear is spinning wheel kick. Oh, I have to put the parentheses around this or. I guess there's nothing. Seismic wave, I guess. We did run into that later. This is fine. This is great. This will pick up my island, and then I'm all set for colors. And I have plenty of stuff to do. Don't think I need a Shrine Steward anytime soon. I guess I don't really need the Mnemonic Sphere either. But I might want that sooner. I don't know. This is a good Life of Toshiro to turn off their potential of ninjutsuing the Virus Beetle. They can ninjutsu the chef, which, if they have a good ninjutsu ability, is nice, but at least they won't also get to replay Virus Beetle to tax my hand some more. Ooh, they're stuck on 2 lands. So that's quite nice. Let's make this black and pick up an island. I guess making this blue and picking up a swamp is similar. Which one do I want already in play? The island, I guess. Now a ninjutsu effect occurs? Yeah, Moon Circuit Hacker. Okay. They didn't want to do that last turn because Toshiro could kill it the next turn. Now Toshiro's not going off again, so it's less risky. Well, not risky. Like there was an obvious downside that Toshiro would kill this, and now that doesn't happen. Oh, I can't play both blue cards, can I? I guess maybe I could. If I draw an island. Mnemonic Sphere is looking too expensive, I guess. Too hard to play. I just don't have enough blue, and this is doing a good job already at that kind of thing. Reckoner's bargains that if they try to kill this, I at least get some value out of it. Yeah. Is there any reason to do it now, though? Yes. No, it's mana value. I don't think so. Might as well wait. I suppose also, I might even want to keep it so I can Twisted Embrace it. But that's very... I'd rather just Twisted Embrace this. There's all that blue I was looking for. Let's immediately throw some of it away because I don't need it all anymore. I think that's right. Do I need a third black? Maybe. Do I need a third blue? Doesn't look like it. I do need a third untapped mana this turn so I can play Gloomshrieker, though. So, well, I guess I could pitch a swamp, play the island this turn, and then have this. But I don't know. I think I have enough mana diversity. I just want untapped lands. I'm in bad shape, but we should look for what lines might work best. If I take back Toshiro, I can kill the hacker, which would be nice. Although they have a chef, so they can dodge that. Could take Shrine Steward, but again, they get to dodge that. Well, sort of. Shrine Steward is at least another body. Yeah, that seems playable. And it draws my other Twisted Embrace. And gives me something to put all the Twisted Embraces on, I suppose. Okay, let's see what they have here. Suit up, or no, they're just going to lose the chef. Okay, that's nice. I don't have any more need for green mana, so I can dump this forest. And I want a Twisted Embrace, and I think it's safe enough to do it here. But I should play the land first, just in some weird scenario where they're running Spell Pierce. Now I can pay the tax. And, I mean, I think this 3/3 is the most important. Right now, I present a potential block here, but I don't want to rely on that. And no activating this for two reasons. One, I'd like to keep You're Already Dead open. Two, I don't really need the counter. I mean, I guess it would be nice. And three, I want to have something that I can put my second Twisted Embrace on, even if they remove this and the Shrine Steward. I love that they spent some removal just to get in damage. They didn't have any ninja tricks. They do apparently like their hand. They chose not to draw and discard, which seems very weird. Why wouldn't you? Worst case, you top deck something and discard it. It's not like we're decking this game, right? I mean, I could exploit one of these now to just remove it, but I think I'm happy to play the Shrine Steward. And if they try a full attack, it's a little tempting to block here and block here so they can't activate any ninjutsu abilities. But they could have activated ninjutsu last turn and didn't. And this way I get to, like, yeah, I don't know. Go ahead and ninjutsu if that's what you want to do. Maybe it's Moonsnare Specialist. Lethal Exploit. Okay. Oh, I didn't do damage, so I can't use You're Already Dead. Disaster. What do I pick back up? I think it's really important to remove the Infiltrator right now. with Lethal Exploit. I guess I do have a modified creature right now, don't I? Yeah. So it does 3, not that that really matters. And I could pick up either the Modern Age or the Twisted Embrace. I guess I want the Twisted Embrace back more badly. I already have one in hand, though, right? Still, you can't have enough of those things, I think. The Modern Age is not that necessary right now. It's a little slow. Do I attack? I don't know. I'd rather they not, like, remove this and get in again. I don't think the 3 damage is going to matter that much. If I can just get their board under control, we'll crush them with value. I wonder if I should play Ultra Conservative and, like, Twisted Embrace here, instead of trying to get a 1/1 buff on one of my creatures. It's harder for them to remove artifacts than it is to remove creatures. I don't think there's much in blue or black that could remove a creature in response to my casting this. Oh, okay. Don't have to worry about it. Great. Their deck kind of sucks. I guess the Inquire's Infiltrator is decent for me. But no rush. I can kill off a big flyer. Oh, cool. It actually knows. So it tracks what stuff your opponent knows and what they don't know. And if you put a Twisted Embrace into hand and, like, you have another one of them is marked as known information. But if you play either of them, they're both marked as no longer known information, because your opponent doesn't know if you played the one you already had or a new one. This is a little scary. We'll see what they're up to, I guess. But since opponent knew I had 2 in hand... Oh, wow, that's very suspicious. Why did they attack if they didn't have a follow-up plan? I don't have any need to cast anything green. All my green stuff is gone. I might want triple black in some universe. So, but why did they make that attack with the 2/1 if they didn't have a plan? I'm worried they have some, like, board clear? But, like, what could that be? It doesn't make any sense. I guess I'm going to swing for 5. I'm clearly winning the race at the moment. And just hold up a crab in case they have something serious. I think we're in very good shape now. I mean, they could get me with an ninjutsu ability that puts something strong into play. But actually, no, I can even counter that. Although, yeah, I mean, if they put, like, if they try to get a Dokuchi Shadow Walker into play, for example, that would be a little annoying. And I could counter that because it costs 4 and I could make them pay 3 more. So they don't have. Silencer, I can't really stop them. Right? They can destroy a creature. Okay. But I can Well, no. I could counter this ability, but they could still pay 4, so I guess I'm not. That's fine. Oh, they're choosing not to. Okay. I'm not discarding an island. I want some more islands, I think. Like, You're Already Dead is looking awful. The Koi is pretty good. Probably better than the Infiltrator. I don't know. Maybe. I could also just swing for 5. Play Kotose. To block their 2-1. I don't know. I searched their deck as well, right? So all the flyers seem good. Which one would I be more annoyed if they top decked? Probably the Koi, I guess. They have a lethal exploit in hand. Their library. Anything I need to be really afraid of? Silver Fur Master's annoying. So, not really. Tamiyo's completion, but I can counter it. Okay. Huh, they must have something useful in hand, because they know that I represent lethal at the moment, right? That attack gives me lethal if they don't have something relevant. No, I mean, I guess lethal exploit, right? That itself prevents lethal. They don't know I have the counterspell, maybe. Okay, help yourself. So they could have lived for a turn by exploiting one of my creatures. Huh. I feel like there was a time in that game when I felt way behind, wasn't there? When they were, like, playing all these ninja tricks early. Like, the Clawing Torment was no big deal. The Chef, I felt, might give them a lot of value. I guess I never did feel that far behind. The Ninja got... This was, I guess, the main card that made me feel behind. They got to draw a card off of this, and they got to do some filtering, and then they were like, I'm happy with my hand, no more filtering. And meanwhile, they were still hitting me. Which is certainly a bad feeling to have. Is like your opponent is hurting you, and they're also happy with how the future of the game is looking. But, you know, we stuck around and got value. That's what the deck is for. There you go. Maybe that's a title for the deck. Who needs ninjas when you have value? Question mark? Mastodon. Mastodon, but don't? And also it's mad? This is not a playable hand. This also blows. Even with a swamp, it's horrible. I think I have to mulligan again. Feels very bad. Going to 5, you just generally lose, but this is not a good hand. Okay. Fine. And I think I probably have to just pitch a swamp. No, maybe lethal exploit. Feels bad, but you know, at least I can do something in the early game. Pitching the swamp would have worked out better. What the hell? Nobody ever plays this. What is this? Okay, that seems bad. Let's get a creature out as quickly as we can, which is to say slowly. You know, I have this to fetch up a forest one day. I should probably be, like, pitching... Wait. Oh, I don't have any forests. I thought I did for some reason. Okay. This is... I don't see how we can win anymore. Oh, right. This is only if they sack an artifact or creature. I thought it was like all the time. They should have played this first, right? And then just sacked it? Because if they make this thing a little bit bigger, it's going to be impossible for me to ever kill. No, I mean, Twisted Embrace works. No, but I can't do that, because it's only a creature on their turn, typically. Because they're attacking with it, not blocking with it. They have another creature. Like, this, they're playing so badly. They could have tapped this to crew and gotten in for 2 more damage. No, I can't play this. I need to actually put the counter on this turn. So the lethal exploit threatens to remove this later if they still don't put any counters on it. This shuffles my Gloom Shrieker and Twisted Embrace back in, which is nice. I guess I should have played it first and then played the forest I drew. Whoops. This is not a warrior or a samurai. Unlikely to be very relevant, but it doesn't mean it won't get lifelink. Why are they still... I guess that makes sense. They don't want to attack with this or this in this case. They can give this indestructible, so I don't think I should block here. I guess I'm in bad shape, though. Because they're going to end of turn use this to tap down one of my things, and I can't block anymore. But I do have lethal exploit, so at least this thing will die. Why didn't I play the tap land? It's sort of a mystery. You should have tapped this one. They're so bad, and I'm getting crushed. Now, after they've declined to sack, but before they could activate ninjutsu, we kill this. Or try to, anyway. Oh, please. Yeah, give it indestructible. Oh, I would love that. Doesn't work. Fine. I'm still in very bad shape. Ha ha ha. Sadly, I do just have to get a 1-1 on the board. I can't afford to hang on to it till blocks. Or till they have a reason, till they keep a card in hand. That's lethal. Yes, you tap down the thing, swing with the 2/2s, and it's okay. Well, a very disappointing game, because I just didn't really get to do anything. Made some mulligan decisions, but they were not decisions that made me happy or joyful, or think Magic is a good game. Games of Magic are generally, I don't know, I like the interplay of, figuring out how to combine the resources at your disposal to deal with the stuff opponent has and play around things that could happen, and I don't know. That's the cool part of Magic. Drafting's okay. I've come to appreciate drafting more. I used to be just like, I wish you would just give me a cool deck and I could play it against someone. What I don't really appreciate is mulliganing, and just like nothing happens. Getting to not play the game. This hand sucks, but it's good enough. I have a lethal exploit and a Shrine Steward, I guess, and a good mana base. Green-white. Kind of stinks to exploit that dog, so I won't. This turns off any potential ninjutsu they might have, which is nice. Mostly, I mean, we don't expect much ninjutsu. There's basically just Kappa-Tech Wrecker and Blade Blizzard Kitsune. We'd be more worried, like, realistically, it would be if they had some combat trick, or a way to bounce this without ninjutsu. But there are a couple of good ninjutsu cards they might have, and it's nice to stop them from doing that. Actually, it's sort of interesting that they would attack into me. Because I present a very credible threat of ninjutsu, right? I have a blue-black land and a virus. Shouldn't they be worried about that? What does it tell me that they're not worried about that? I'm not sure. But it is something to think about. Probably it tells me they could have played a creature to block if they had to, but they preferred to play Arrow of Enlightenment instead when I didn't keep my ninjutsu threat up. Boy, just you wait when I get to play a creature. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I mean, I guess exploiting this is going to be a lot better. Even though it does mean they have more mana up and could potentially counter it. I love that I can counter this. What are they picking back up? Yeah, a bunch of cool stuff. Get that shit out of here. I only have 2 black sources, so I can't Twisted Embrace and You Are Already Dead on one turn, or Exploit, or whatever. Okay, they probably don't have a Kappa Tech Record. They would have been happy to use it here. This is bad, but I have removal for it. And they know I have removal for it, so it's a little weird that they played this without waiting for me to commit my Twisted Embrace. More black, right. Probably should have not played a land yet, by the way. I'm just bad, don't mind me. I'm gonna commit this. I need to get some, like, use out of my mana now. I have plenty of ways to remove this later. I guess I swing? No. There go my modified creatures. Well, I'm gonna get rid of one of these now. It's not incredible, but it is a 2/2 mana dork. And I can still kill Jugan. Before it gets any cool abilities to go off, right? This is when it enters the battlefield. So I can stop that. I can do this in response to something entering the battlefield. Oh. Okay. If they have Tamio's Safekeeping now, and I just spent all my removal on these little 2/2s, it's going to be pretty embarrassing, but I don't think I could let them keep all these. Sucks. I mean, I guess I could use another green. These You're Already Deads, they were good once or twice, but they've mostly been awful. I mean, I did take out the network disruptors, I guess. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Pick up Twisted Embrace, right? I don't have any commies in the graveyard yet, okay. So, yeah, this has got to be better than Beetle. I'm going to be conservative here and put it on this thing. Because they could have... there's a lot of... I mean, I don't know. Repel the Vial, for example. Or Touch the Spirit Realm. I'll Touch the Spirit Realm would work on this. But Repel the Vial could destroy this, preventing this from going off. I don't really need this to be bigger. I don't want to make this any more tempting a removal target than it already is, really. Well, I mean, if I could now move Twisted Embrace, I'd be very happy to do so. But it was wrong, I think, to target it here just for the +1/+1 bonus, which doesn't matter that much, especially with You Are Already Dead in hand. When it would have risked not killing their 2/2 mana dork. I'm keeping these for Modern Age. I have plenty of lands. Speaking of which, how many lands have I drawn? 10 lands out of 19 cards. That's too many. Yeah, see? Well, I don't know. I don't know if they had that earlier. What a terrible draw. I feel like if they had that earlier, they probably would have removed the Terrarium before I could resolve Twisted Embrace on it. Maybe they didn't have the mana. Oh, they're gonna do it. Wow. This thing sucks. And it puts these in my graveyard, which could matter. Ooh. Any non-land card, you say? I'd like a Jugan Defends the Temple, I guess. Shouldn't you have put that on Jugan? Because I still get to cast these. Ah, I see. They have a Fade and an Arrest. Wow. Oath, Tanuki. Okay, I mean, those are the two main cards to worry about. Oh, a Michiko, I guess. Another Season of Renewal. A lot of value. Cloudsteel Kirin. Okay, I mean, I have a value deck. Maybe I can do something about them. Doing all... Oh, I thought I could cast this. Am I wrong? Oh, it's only as long as you control Katose. I thought it was as long as they're in exile. Okay, made a mistake there then. Well, not really. There's nothing I could have done, but they were obviously right to instant speed remove Katose then. There's the card I was keeping all these lands for. The commies are not going to be very important right now, but I do already have 2 green sources. I don't need a third. You gonna try and stop me from drawing with that? Maybe. Yeah, okay. These draws are absolute garbage. What can I even draw that is relevant here? Not much, I think. Well, this stops me from dying. No, because they can arrest it, right. But if I play Reckoner's Bargain to draw before they can do so, and maybe draw something relevant now, this turn, they could just arrest the thing I draw. So I guess what I have to do is bargain when they remove it and draw something that's relevant to play at instant speed? I don't know if there is anything. Nope. All right. Oh, I'm at 7 though. So I have another turn. That is not it. Well, another 4 wins. Yeah, I mean, it was a fine match. Like, it was miserable in a way. But I don't have any complaints about like how my opponent behaved, which I think is mostly what that feedback is about. They just had a good value deck that also had tempo, and I had a good value deck with no tempo. Yeah, I was outvalued this game by the green-white machine. Getting the counter Season of Renewal was nice, but they just were so full of removal, and I don't have enough threats in the deck, and I had all these You Are Already Deads, and they're kind of telling me a portentous message. I was already dead a while ago. You know, I drew too many lands, but I also drew like some bad cards that I didn't have to put in the deck, right? If I had cut those and thrown in like, I don't know, Surgejacker Mech, you know, put back the network disruptors because at least they do something. Might have been in better shape there. I don't know. I don't think the network disruptors were a big deal, or would have been great in that game. But still, I mean, 4 wins is not bad. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.